Crime history is the study of crime patterns, trends, and developments over time. It encompasses the analysis of criminal activities, societal responses, and legal frameworks throughout different historical periods. Understanding crime history involves delving into how crime has been perceived, reported, and recorded in various societies, as well as examining the evolution of punitive measures and law enforcement strategies. It serves as a mirror to the changing societal norms and the socio-political context that shape criminal behavior and the judicial system's reaction to it. The significance of crime history lies in its ability to shed light on the underlying causes of crime and its societal effects. By examining crime through a historical lens, we gain insight into how socio-economic factors, cultural attitudes, and political events all contribute to the nature and frequency of criminal activities. This understanding is vital for developing effective crime prevention strategies and for shaping policies that address the root causes of crime rather than just its symptoms. Real-world examples illustrate the impact of crime history. For instance, studying the Prohibition era in the United States offers insight into how stringent laws intending to curb alcohol consumption inadvertently led to a surge in organized crime and illicit activities. Similarly, examining the British Industrial Revolution reveals how rapid urbanization and poor working conditions contributed to increased crime rates, prompting significant changes in policing and penal policies. Opinions on the importance of studying crime history vary. Many scholars argue that lessons learned from historical crime trends are crucial for developing modern legal and social responses to crime. By identifying patterns, historians and criminologists can better predict the potential ramifications of contemporary policies. However, some critics suggest that historical analyses can be overly deterministic, potentially ignoring unique contemporary factors. One challenge in analyzing crime history is the availability and reliability of historical data. Over time, changes in record keeping, differing cultural perceptions of crime, and lost documentation pose significant obstacles. Additionally, there's often controversy in how historical data is interpreted, which can influence contemporary viewpoints on crime and justice. Crime history fundamentally influences other aspects of criminology, such as criminal psychology, law formation, and societal impacts of crime. It connects historical patterns to modern-day issues, providing context for understanding how present-day crimes may evolve and how to effectively address them. By learning from the past, societies can aspire to create informed, holistic approaches to combating crime. The evolution of criminal law and justice systems is a fascinating journey through time, reflecting society's changing values and priorities. At its core, this concept refers to how laws designed to define criminal behavior and the systems put in place to enforce these laws have transformed over centuries. These changes have been influenced by cultural shifts, advancements in knowledge and technology, and the need to address emerging types of crime. The significance of this evolution cannot be overstated. It provides a framework for understanding how societies attempt to maintain order, protect citizens, and administer justice. One of the earliest examples of codified laws is the Code of Hammurabi from ancient Mesopotamia, where specific punishments were prescribed for various offenses, illustrating an early attempt to formalize justice. Fast forward to the 18th century, the emergence of the Enlightenment era brought a more rational and humane approach to criminal justice. The work of thinkers like Cesare Beccaria revolutionized the field, advocating for fair and proportionate punishment and laying the groundwork for modern legal principles. In contemporary times, the evolution of criminal law is exemplified by changes in how societies respond to cybercrime. The rapid advancement of technology has led to new forms of illegal activities that traditional laws could not adequately address, prompting legal systems worldwide to innovate and adapt. Similarly, the abolishment of capital punishment in many countries reflects a shift towards rehabilitation over retribution in the justice system, demonstrating changing attitudes towards human rights and the role of punishment. There is considerable support for this evolution in criminal law, with many experts arguing that it reflects progress towards more just and equitable societies. However, controversies abound, particularly regarding the balance between individual rights and public safety. The debate over surveillance, for example, highlights the tension between protecting citizens from crime and preserving privacy rights. This evolutionary process influences other aspects of crime history by illustrating the dynamic nature of society's responses to crime, thereby shaping the narrative of progress in human rights and justice. It also underscores the interconnectedness of legal reforms with social, technological, and cultural developments. As societies continue to evolve, so too will their criminal laws and justice systems, demonstrating an ongoing commitment to addressing the complex challenges posed by crime. Significant historical crimes are those criminal acts that have had a profound impact on society, influencing laws, social attitudes, and even international relations. These are events that not only shaped public perception of crime and punishment, but also prompted widespread changes in legal systems and societal norms. The significance of examining these crimes lies in understanding how past events have shaped our current legal frameworks and societal attitudes towards justice and crime prevention. They highlight the evolution of criminal justice and the ongoing struggle to balance security with civil liberties. One prominent example is the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, an event not only marked by its immediate criminal intent, but also its far-reaching consequences, ultimately leading to World War I. This event illustrates how crime can have drastic geopolitical effects, altering national borders and influencing international relations for decades. Another significant historical crime would be the Watergate scandal of the early 1970s. A burglary at the Democratic National Committee headquarters led to the exposure of widespread political corruption and abuse of power. The impact was monumental, resulting in the resignation of a sitting U.S. president and reinforcing the importance of transparency and accountability in government. Support for the study of historical crimes often comes from historians and criminologists who argue that understanding these events provides crucial insights into human behavior and societal dynamics. They suggest that learning about past crimes helps in identifying patterns that might prevent future occurrences and improve the justice system. However, the study of significant historical crimes is not without its challenges. There are often controversies related to the interpretation of events, especially when new evidence emerges or when historical revisionism is at play. Alternative viewpoints might argue that the focus should be on contemporary crimes or that attention on historical crimes might overshadow equally important cultural or social histories. This examination of significant historical crimes ties into the broader narrative of crime history by highlighting the interconnected nature of historical events, societal change, and legal evolution. It underscores the notion that understanding the past is essential for making informed decisions in the present. By doing so, it influences the strategic direction in areas such as criminal law, societal reforms, and policymaking. These historical lenses offer a foundational perspective that aids in comprehensively understanding the complexities of crime and justice in both historical and modern contexts. The development of crime detection and investigation techniques is a cornerstone of how societies have historically and continually improved their responses to crime, culminating in the advanced systems used today. At its core, this concept refers to the various methods, tools, and strategies devised over time to identify and analyze criminal acts, aiming to solve crimes and apprehend offenders effectively and efficiently. This evolution is crucial as it not only enhances public safety but also deters potential criminal activities by increasing the likelihood of detection and capture. The importance of this advancement within the larger topic of crime history cannot be understated. As methodologies have evolved, they have dramatically shifted how justice is administered, spearheading a transformation in law enforcement's ability to keep pace with increasingly sophisticated criminal methods. Furthermore, these developments have cemented forensic science's role, enabling evidence-based policing that prioritizes accuracy and efficiency. Specific examples underscore this progression. The invention of fingerprint analysis in the late 19th century revolutionized personal identification. Before this, there was no reliable means of linking an individual to a crime scene. Today, this technique remains fundamental, especially with advancements in digital databases that allow for rapid comparisons. Another pivotal leap was the advent of DNA profiling in the 1980s. Suddenly, investigators could not only identify suspects with unprecedented accuracy, but also solve cold cases long considered unsolvable. Supporters of advanced crime detection argue that these innovations uphold justice by providing clear, empirical evidence in investigations, reducing wrongful convictions, and effectively narrowing down suspects. Nonetheless, these advancements are not without challenges. Privacy concerns, particularly regarding DNA databases, remain a hotbed of debate. Critics argue that the potential misuse of genetic information poses ethical risks and privacy infringements. Additionally, technological advancement relies heavily on funding and proper training, which are not always guaranteed, leading to disparities in enforcement efficiency. Amidst these discussions, the evolution of crime detection techniques connects seamlessly with broader crime history by illustrating how societal needs for security and justice have prompted adaptations and improvements. This evolution continues to influence public policy and police practices, shaping legal frameworks and forensic methodologies that must adapt to emerging crime trends. Ultimately, these advancements signify humanity's relentless pursuit of justice in a constantly changing landscape of crime. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think. I read every comment.